Today, I want to talk about my impressions and the way I felt about the Pixel Hue Q8. This box did not let me down, and I want to make sure that I gave them props on what they've done so far. Well, I'm Willie Brown, your friendly neighborhood marine video engineer, and I just want to talk about a box that I recently fell in love with. We're talking about the Pixel Hue Q8. I was the first person to do dual-linked Q8 systems. Went on show and did probably one of the biggest shows that my client has done in their career on two Q8s, and it was super easy. And I'm a tech from the 90s, so I'm one of those guys that once I find something that works, and it works great, and doesn't fail me on show, I stick to it also. So I will look at newer technology, but most of the time, give me that old box. I don't like to play experimental games or play beta games with my clients or with my shows. I sleep really well at night because I choose what I know works and works every time. Well, for a video engineer, especially a video engineer that's been in the game for a long time, your word is all you have. These companies that you work for, they hire you. The gear you're working on, it's not like you're endorsed by them or they're paying you to use their gear, so to speak. So as a person that's been doing this long enough, I tell my clients, hey, I know you spec this, but this box will work better for you because of this. I know this one won't let me down, but I don't play games when it comes to what I do for a living. Well, I have to say, like most technicians, we don't necessarily like to read manuals. This one, literally, I just downloaded the software, clicked around in it, made my own show. It only took me maybe 30 minutes. Then I looked at the overall, what all it does and how much it can do in one box. And I was like, man, my upcoming show that I have, I've got a lot of destinations, a lot going on. And I built that show in this box at my house. And I was like, wow. And then I went to class. Well, one thing I learned about being in the military, it's all about your pre-pro. Pre-pro. So you best believe before I even decided to tell my client, yes, we can use that box, I did a lot of pre-pro on it. Like I said, the cool thing about downloading the software on this one, the simulator works just like your own show. So I ran it through some paces at my house, things that I know that are pitfalls for most new gear and stuff that I know that I need or require for the show that I was doing. So I just put it through its paces. Then finally I reached out to Evolve and said, hey, you guys mind if I just come eyeball the box? And did got my eyeballs on it. And I was like, you know what? It's doing exactly what I've heard that it can do. After I played with it for a little bit, I reached out to Kevin Ring. And I said, hey, Kevin, man, I like this box, but I know Kevin usually digs deep. He's like my go-to guy for like all things tech. And I said, hey, what do you feel about it? He told me what it was about, what it, its capabilities are. And he said, I'll even do you one better. He said, tonight at 9 p.m., let's all get online together. Got online, I had Evolve online and Pixel Hue. And I was like, wow, like these people are really trying to make sure that we succeed in the industry. And that's why I'm here now, because I respect that. And that was really nice to be supported to the point to where they're like, everything he wants, give it to him. Give it to him now. Not a week from now, not a month from now, give it to him now. So the top three things I like about the Q8. Number one, ease of use. If you've been an engineer for at least 5 years, you can 9 times out of 10 break this box out with no manual, with maybe one phone call to a friend and get through it. A simple show, super easy for this box. Number two, and this is going to sound funny, it's quiet. A lot of new boxes and a lot of old boxes are out. They're so loud. So now I've got the box sitting next to me. Normally, I would have that thing probably on the other side of the room, aggravating somebody else, not myself. You can sit by it, work on it, and think. And number three, man, that customer service, bro. That customer service. I mean, my show was coming up in less than 2 weeks. And I said, these are the things that I need to happen or would love to happen. Maybe not. Let's see. And they did it. Come on, man. A lot of problems that we had with 4K and above resolutions and other systems and stuff like that, I didn't run into any of those roadblocks on this box. Literally, client comes and say, hey, I want this 4K screen there on a DSM. Oh, 4K on a 1080. Usually, you got to do some little workarounds. This box, drag it. Boop. Yes, ma'am, we're done. Nothing my client asked me for, I couldn't do. There was no math. There was no, ooh, let me move these resources around or see what I can do. It just worked. Now, one thing, once again, I need to say is, as an individual that sees a lot of new boxes, I see a lot of stuff coming in. Clients see something new, they want to use it. One thing I can say about this box is everything that needed to be done was done in this box. And that says a lot about a new piece of gear. A lot of new pieces of gear come out. There's always pitfalls. There's always something you got to work with. This one impressed me. Everybody that does a lot of high-res switching and video engineering, where you're dealing with large LED walls and records and stuff like that, there's always someone to come and say, hey, can you put that LED wall, that 7,000 pixel, 14,000 pixel LED wall, can you send that to my records? Can you send that same thing to my DSMs? A lot of times it's like, no, if you bring something else out here, I can make that happen. But no, this one, it's like, I don't know it that well, but let me see. Drag it over. You got records? Yep. Come on, man. Bro, everybody knows Willie Brown. You can't buy me. They didn't pay me. They didn't call me. They didn't ask me. I reached out to Evolve and said, hey, I want to make sure these guys get their props. Because one thing about being a leader and one thing about being an engineer is you want to make sure when somebody does something bad, people know. But when they do something good, you most definitely want people to know.